Arctic Lines is a passion project that I started during COVID.
Mikä duuni! Yes! Woo!
In the project, I have 30 different freeriding adventures that I would like to do here in the Arctic.
This is our home and this is good too. There's more potential here than you first realize.
At first, my plan was to do it in 2 years, but while exploring different areas, I realized that there's so much potential for great freeriding. It is impossible to do it in 2 years. Instead, it has become my lifetime project. I'm born and raised in Rovaniemi, Finland, right at the Arctic Circle. And Rovaniemi to me is a great place to live. It's kind of a gateway to the Arctic. From here, I can just look at the weather and see if there's a window and take that and then just go. Because all the spots in Arctic Lines are just a day drive from my home. Most of my riding happens in the big mountains. But where I live, we don't have any mountains. Instead, we have nice tree runs and fjells. And I like riding here because access is quite easy. I can still get a really good feeling of discovery for new places. In January, we got a lot of snow. We got a record start of the winter. We decided to go to Pyhä National Park. It was very cold, kind of a cool blue moment here and there. If you get a really good start of the winter, it sort of creates this idea that why should I even want to leave here?
Look at that.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, snow is nice, hard visibility up on the top, so that's good training and I'm excited, so excited. It's like the best January I've experienced in Finland for such a long time. Might as well go deeper in the backcountry and hopefully enjoy some soft turns in the trees. Well, January in the Arctic, what more can you expect? Come out from the trees and you get hit by the wind and cold weather. But we're having a good time, that's the main thing. We're exploring actually in the backyard, so. Pari pikku rouva. This is not Japan. This is Rovaniemi. We're in a local gravel pit close to Rovaniemi city center. We're snow surfing. Gravel pits work really nice for that because the base is just sand, so that's really fun. And while we wait for better conditions, come here a lot, have a good time, and that's what it's all about. Aika siistiä.
The place where I live in Rovaniemi is actually just 500 meters where I was born. I lived there most of my life. It's very close to ski resort, just a 5-minute drive. The city center is a 10-minute walk. If I want to go right after the work, it takes me 5 minutes to get out and just enjoy the day outdoors in the local ski resort. And that's what I like. I want to create my daily habits around these hobbies and profession as a snowboarder and just build my life around that. And in Rovaniemi, I can do that very easily. I've been very interested to see new places very close to my home. These are locations that are not part of ski areas. They're backcountry areas or are in the national parks or natural preserves. From those locations you will see the potential. If there would be a really good snow, you could be able to ride some nice pillow lines, which is very, very rare in Finland. Probably one of the most known spots is Korouoma. It's this long gorge that has a lot of different big cliffs and pillow line formations, especially if the conditions are good. But the problem with Korouoma is that it's at very low altitude to go ride. Catching those conditions there, not so easy. I've been there many times, I'm still searching for that right moment. While at home, I'm always looking at the conditions to Korouoma.
In the car there was plenty of snow and a kind of nice base which made me feel hope, but here hope seems gone. Fuck it, snow. Snow's good, but this is like bang bang. Wow. A bit crusty for those ones, but here we are, the spot. There's a lot of crust underneath and not enough snow. The predicted 30 centimeters would have done the trick, but since we only got like 6, it doesn't work in that way, but we can adapt and hopefully ride something today. It would be cool. And it's a new location, and just looking at the map, there are 2 sections there that could potentially work for riding, so that's where we're heading.
Okay, how are you feeling now?
Yeah, we found it. Had to use the drone. It was behind the trees and rocks and stuff, but we're gonna go check it. I call that spot Rosvoränni. So let's see if we can actually ride Rosvoränni today. That'd be an amazing backyard discovery. I think it's good. Yeah, we found it, but it didn't go through. It has an ice fall, which is obvious because people come here ice climbing a lot and there's a lot of ice falls, but I was fired up for it, but not today. Not today.
Cool spot near home.
Yeah, super cool spot.
Yeah, this is like a proper exploring.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta go out and check it out, and that's what makes it interesting, the whole part of free riding. Maybe do something else today though. Ride at least one tree run today since we're here. Might as well. Tästä tuu mitään uskomaan. Hei, tätä voi laskea tätä lunta saa. Oi päähän. Ah! Tää on liian kovaa. A memorable moment in my snowboarding season this year. The shittiest ride of the season. Either you get a banger or you get a totally shitty ride. Those ones you remember. The ones that stay in the middle, those are just the ones that you forget. But that one I ain't forgetting. Like in Arctic lines, one of the biggest priorities is that all the areas are equal. So if you see a potential window, you want to try it at least. And the forecast was just too optimistic. When you don't have enough snow for pillows, it means that it's impossible to ride it, because when they're hard, you have to either pin it down and hope for the best that you don't hurt yourself, or just side slip. You can't turn, so you're like, that's how it is.
The way I usually do when I go to a new spot is that first I go to explore and see if there's potential. If the potential is there, I'm gonna start looking at how it would actually work and when would be the right timing to ride it. We've had this very long dry spell of no snow, and then on the forecast I saw that there's gonna be the biggest snowfall of the season so far in Rovaniemi area. That sort of led me to think about
Jotenkin hito huvittavaa tulla näillä lumikengillä. Toinen teekö silleen liukuu, niin tuntuu niinku sauvakävelyllä.
We are in southern Lapland, near Sweden border, and we are gonna go ride some Finnish pillows with Enni Rukajärvi. We don't know if they're soft or hard, but we're gonna go explore a new zone where I have never been, or Enni has never been in either. So.
Yeah, first time riding Finnish pillows.
Expectations for today are to find couple fluent lines and just generally explore this new area and see if we can have a amazing special day. Meininkiä, sillähän se lähtee. A passage down, but I am so excited. Snow feels good. You know, new spot and potentially a really cool one. So I just want to go down and see the whole place. So, but nice to get a little challenge to kick off the day. So I'm gonna try to find a way down here.
Okei, nyt lähtee.
Mä tosta ehkä pääsee. Ehkä. Oh, I'm stuck already. What is this place? Wow! Holy shit! Woo! Aika hauska. Häh? Eikö? Näitä tatteja on ihan hullut. Se oli sairas. Mut siltä se pitää näyttää. It was nice. Snow is good. But the terrain was super nice on the top, and then down low it was like, where am I going? Because it was a little bit white out and a lot of bumps and stuff. But it's a mogul field of boulders, and it looks like there's more boulders that way. So that's where we're gonna go. A little bit bigger terrain also. But that was really good. And it's snowing like in southern Finnish Lapland. Not in Japan or Canada.
More of this, please. So let's go again.
It's a really cool location. It's the most southern location that I've been riding for Arctic lines. It's still one of the coolest spots that I've ever visited close to my home. And that's because the rock field is very big and it needs a lot of snow and it needs exactly the right conditions that you can ride there.
This is what we're dealing with here. Look, hold. Every second step you go into the hole. Yet again, and you hope that the bridge is holding. It's impossible to skin up, so we have to climb then.
Oh. Vähän kiipeilyä.
Yes! We're here! Tää on mahtavaa! Tää on just sitä itseä! Hei! 3, 2, 1, drop! Woo! Haha! Kuin sikki vittu! Haha! Woo! Oh my god, that was fucking snowboarding right there.
Adrenalin hunting.
Eikö aika vittu hauska? It was so good. This is what I've needed. 1 hour from home, freaking pillow zone that doesn't look like Finland at all. But it's in Finland. This is amazing. These days we have like 1 or 2 times a year if that This is the zone, man.
In many ways I felt that I scratched the surface of pillow line riding in Finland because it was just a day of really good snow. It's not the biggest line, it's not the most difficult spot to snowboard, but when you can do it so close to your home and dial the conditions exactly the way you have been hoping for, it's a dream come true in many ways. If I get to snowboard in a good snow so close to my home, those become much more memorable days for me rather than me traveling far away chasing the snow. That's a very interesting thing that I've noticed actually during this time that I've been making Arctic lines. If you want to ride good conditions close to home, you have to build your life around the sport that you want to do, and you have to be there on that day when the conditions are good, because maybe the next day might not be that good anymore.
In my wildest dreams I thought it would be Saw you dancing in the rain and my heart just knew you're my partner in crime, my lucky charm.
Okei, mulla ei ollut ikinä noin pahat adrenaliinit kuin mulla on tällä hetkellä. Mä en laskenutkaan sitä sit niin hiljaa.
My excitement level is higher than ever this season. I am in a new spot and I am just looking around locations filled with different lights. Holy snaps! What is that? So which one to choose is a big question. Let's go there, do some soul turns. I guess soul turns can be on the steep too, you know? Depends what kind of soul you have.